Welcome, I'm Regina, and this is Pilates Define with some yoga. So we're building up to a couple back bends with this class, but we're using Pilates to get there or along the way. So you might want dumbbells. You can do this all without the dumbbells. I have a lighter set and a medium weight set. You can just, so I have 3s and 5s. You can do 1s. You can play with it there. Just take good care of your body. Blocks I always love for extra lift to bring the floor closer to you or to make things harder. So with that, let's do a couple shoulder rolls. Feet are hip socket apart. Take a big breath in. Feel your feet on the floor. One more. And then you can inhale, reach your arms up. Big stretch, clasp your thumbs at the top if that feels okay. Lean to the right. Little bend in your knees still. Lift your left ribs toward the ceiling. Pull your navel towards your spine. Inhale, lift back up. Let's go to the other side. You'll lean to the left. Shoulders relax away from your ears. Take a big breath in. Stay for your exhale. And then inhale, reach back up. Let your thumbs go. Elbows can bend, mini back bends. Inhale, reach back up. And then exhale, you'll bring your hands down. You'll step back. I'm going to have you find a plank. You always have the options to work from your forearms or your hands. We'll stay on our forearms. You also can work from your knees or your toes. Shoulders down your back, like you're trying to take your shoulder blades toward your back of your hips. And your hip bones reach for your low ribs. So your lower abdominals can fire as well. If your knees are down, you'll go forward and back. Otherwise, you're still going forward and back, but your knees are lifted and your heels will move. You'll feel your hips move if you're on your knees. So take a good breath in. Big breath out. You might remind yourself of why you hit play. Belly button still pulls in. We have 5 more of these, and then we go to a hold. There's 3, 2, 1. Knees down or up. You have 10, 9. Inner thighs reach to the ceiling. Shoulders still reach for your hips. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So you could stretch out on your belly, get a little extension through your abdominals. You could sit back in a child's pose. It's really brief. Take a breath in. We only have about 30 minutes. Come back forward. You have one more plank. So elbows again underneath your shoulders. Belly button pulls in. You can work from your knees or your toes. We'll rock our hips to the right and then come back. We'll do a set and then we'll go to the left. So you can play with it. Your hips will rock to the right. You come back center. You rock to the side. You come back center. So your knees, your toes might move a little bit. You might have to readjust. Keep breathing. Belly button pulls in. And then your hips will probably only go so far. You're not forcing them to go past where they want to go. 2 more. 1 more. You come back to the middle. You hold. Readjust your feet. Shoulders down your back. Let's do the other side. Rock to the left. Come center. Side and lift. So if this is too much on one side or both sides, you can go back to those heel presses or hold your plank. You do not have to do the rock side to side. Notice your forearms are pressing down. Your shoulders are staying down your back. You have 4 more of these. Here's 4, center, 3. You are breathing. It will probably get your heart rate up. 1 more. And then I'm going to have you stretch out on your belly. So you might have to move your props out of the way, but arms can reach forward. If you're not ready for that, make a pillow with your hands. Elbows are bent, head rests on your forehead. Feet are hip socket apart. If your low back's cranky, take your feet a little bit wider. Press your toenails down into the mat. Belly button pulls in. Just take a breath here. You're not lifting anything up yet. So we'll lift up our head. Think length over height. You'll inhale, press your toes down. Your belly button still pulled in. You'll lift your head up. Option to bring your hands up with you. And then you'll lower back down. Let's do 1 more like that. Inhale, lift up, watch out for your props. Lower back down. So you can bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs. We're going to take our arms beside us. So if this does not feel good, you're going back to where we started. Elbows hug in, close to your ribs. Fingers are forward, shoulders are down your back. Toes press down, belly button pulls in. We'll inhale, same thing, lengthen up, and then bring your hands off the mat. If that doesn't work, you're back here, right? Take another breath, anchor your toes down, inner thighs spiral to the ceiling. And then can you pull your shoulders, just pull them a little more away from your ribs. No, how about from your ears? And then elbows hug in. Take 1 more breath. Exhale, lower down. Same thing. Anchor your feet down. Abdominals pull in. Lift up through your kneecaps, lift up through your quads, and then lift up. Think length over height. The palms can be up. You could press them down if you want to add on and your body feels warm enough. You can press your self up a little bit higher. Pull your abdominals in again. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. And then your toes are anchored still. Just see, can you lift your hands up off the mat? Keep your height. Take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Press up and back. Child's pose. Anytime you need a resting pose, you can take a child's pose. Sit on your shins. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And then we'll come forward. Keep your hands walked forward. Tuck your toes under. Down dog. So if down dog's too much for your body, you can always take that active child's pose. Hands pressed down. Hug your triceps in. You're strong through your upper body still. Otherwise, toes are tucked under. Take a breath. Gaze goes back between your feet. Shoulders still reach for your hips. Inhale. We're going to add on. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. So right here, you might need to bring your left knee down or want to. Fine. Otherwise, your knee's lifted. Pull your right heel toward your left bum cheek. So you're opening up through your right hip. Now stretch your right leg out straight behind you. Your hips will have to square off so your toes can point down. And then exhale, hug your knee in toward your nose like you could give your knee a kiss. You're going to hold there. Heel pulls to your bum. You might round a bit through your upper back. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Kick back. 3-legged downward facing dog. Open up your hip again. Place your right foot down. Take a breath. Breath out. We're still warming up. Check in. Notice how you're feeling. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Same option to bring your right knee down. Pull your left heel toward your right bum cheek, and you're pulling your right hip back. Shoulders are staying square to the top of your mat. And then you'll stretch your leg out straight behind you. Square off your hips again. You'll have to pull your right hip back, possibly a little more. Check your back toes are pointing down. Now exhale. You'll start to round forward. Hug your left knee in towards your chest like you could give this knee a kiss. You're strong through your right leg. Take a breath. Hold 3, 2, 1. Kick back. Open your knee up again toward the side of the room. And then you'll step your left foot back down to your mat. Find your plank. Shoulders down your back. We'll lower down all the way to your belly. Shift your shoulders forward, elbows bend. You could come down to your forearms if that makes more sense for you, or come down to your knees. And then you'll press yourself up. We're flipping around for some core work. So a little bit of the ab series. Dumbbells if you want them, light ones. You can take that block underneath your head if your neck gets cranky. And then heels together, toes apart. You're in tabletop legs. Option to stay there, or you'll lift your shoulders up. Option to extend your legs out on the diagonal. Arms are in line with your hips. You'll start to pump your arms. So traditionally we do counts of 5 breath, like 5 pulses on the inhale, 5 on the exhale. We're going to go with 4 today. So it's breath in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Your chin slightly towards your chest. Shoulders are down your back. Belly button pulls in. You can lower your legs as long as your low back feels stable. There's no pain. Breath in, 2, 3, 4. If you don't have dumbbells, fingers reach away from you. Shoulders are still down your back. You have the same strength. You have 1 more set. Breath in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And then bend your knees. Rest your head. Double leg stretch. Your legs are glued together. Option to keep the dumbbells. Wrap your hands around your shins. So dumbbells or no dumbbells. We'll go straight out though. So you'll inhale, find a V. This could go straight to the ceiling. You could go straight to the ceiling or find that diagonal. Then hug everything in. Inhale, you reach. Exhale, pull everything back to the center. So whether you have dumbbells or not, your shoulders, you're creating the opposition. Your shoulders are still reaching for your hips. You have 3 more. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, pull into tight little ball. Inhale, lengthen, keep your control. Exhale in, 1 more. Pull everything in. Rest your head down. You can rock your hips a little bit side to side. Legs stretch up to the ceiling. Dumbbells set them aside. Hands go behind your head. Lift your shoulders up and down. It's a little crunch. Feet are flexed. Toes pulling towards your shins. Belly button pulls in. You can stay right here. Otherwise, you'll reach your left leg away from you. It could be a small angle. You could hover your left foot off the mat. Again, your low back feels good. No pain here. Exhale, lift. Elbows stay wide. You lift up, sliding your ribs down towards your belly button. You have 3 more on this side. Then we'll switch legs. Unless you kept your legs together, then you'll keep them together. Here we go, switch legs. So, right heel could hover. You could have that little angle. Chin slightly towards your chest. Breathe out as you lift. And then from here, you can be strong from your glutes to your heel. So both legs are working still. You have 3, we're switching legs in 2 and 1. Left leg reaches away. Belly button to spine. Here's 8, 7, here's 6, 5, 4 more. We'll switch legs for 1 more round. Here's 2 and switch legs. Lift and lower. Lift. Breathe out on that lift. Keep your control. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees can hug in. You could stretch it out. Full body stretch. Take a breath in. Big breath out. We're not done. Heels together. Toes are turned out. You have like a diamond shape with your legs. Shoulders lift up. Shoulders are down your back. Elbows are wide. We're rotating just to the right. You rotate right, center, right, center. So you might need to lower your shoulders in between, or you might feel like that would feel better for the day. That's fine. Otherwise, your shoulders are lifted off the mat, even in the center. Glue your heels together. You have 3 more. Belly button still pulls in. Think about sliding your ribs down towards your belly button. Other side. And then you're lifting up from below your belly button. And notice if you're tempted to reach with your right elbow. You're lifting from your obliques, your side abdominals. You're almost there. Here's 4. 3 more. Use your breath. Exhale on that twist. 1 more. Shoulders lower. Let's pedal it out. So knees could be bent, feet could be on the floor. You're working the rotation. Otherwise, you pedal more to the ceiling. You could reach more out on the diagonal. You're almost there. Here's 10, 9. Keep breathing. 8, 7. Can you lift your shoulders higher? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full body stretch. Take a breath in. Breath out. Right leg lifts up. Rotate your hip out slightly. Arms can be beside you, or grab those lighter dumbbells. Palms face away. Arms are down. Anchor your left heel into the mat. You inhale, take your leg to the left, center, and then stop at the top. So it could be a dinner size plate type of circle, or it could be a big circle. Circle left, center, right, and stop at the top. So take it away the momentum factor. 1 more. We'll go the other way. So this is a perfect time to draw your navel into your spine. You slide your ribs down towards your belly button, and then you have that lift up from below. Your left heel is anchored into the mat, so your left glutes are strong. Last circle on this side. Okay, we'll just switch sides. So left leg can lift, right leg can lower. Anchor your right heel down by squeezing your glutes. Turn your left toes out. Rotate to the right, center, exhale, stop. So your arms could be beside you. We just added that little bit more balance work, so your core has to stay fired up to keep your hips down and your shoulders down. 1 more circle to the right, center, left, stop at the top. Go to the left, center, right, and stop at the top. So it's add a little across a lot. You're still pressing into your right heel, strong through your right glutes. 2 more circles. 1 more. And then you'll bend your knee in, hug both knees in, put those dumbbells down. Nice work. Rock and roll up, or you can roll to one side. And then find your push-up position. So if your wrists do not love push-ups, well, no one might love push-ups, but if it's just really hard on your wrist, you can bird dog. That's why I'm bird dogging. Otherwise, hands go wide, knees or toes, shoulders down away from your ears. Here we go. We go down for 1, exhale up for 3, 2, 1. Same thing on your knees. Down for 1, lift up, 2, 3. Lower down, press up, 2, 3. We don't have a lot of these. Lower down, press, 2, 3. We don't need to do a lot of these. Lower, press up. If you need a pause, you take it. Child's pose, do a few bird dogs. Come back when you can. 2 more. Down, press up, 2, 3. 1 more. Elbows bend, press up, 2, 3. Knees come down. Good work. You can sit back on your shins. I like to take my elbows out in front of me, palms together, hips pull back. Take a big breath in. Let your head relax. Big breath out. We have 1 more set. So you know your option. You can bird dog instead. Otherwise, tricep push-ups. Fingers face forward, shoulders still down your back. Heels can be to your bum or toes can be down. Elbows bend. You could be on your toes as well too. Smaller movement most likely. Your elbows are reaching for your hips. So think high, if you're in yoga land, you're going from your high push-up to your low push-up like your chaturanga. You have 3 more. Belly button pulls in. 2 more. We stay at the bottom of the next one. Right here, little pulses. Breathe out as you press up. Ground down through your thumb and index fingers. You have 5, 4, 3. We hold in 2. Hold 5, 4. Shoulders down away from your ears. 3, 2, 1. They're over. Way to go. Hips go back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Shift yourself forward. Right hand goes behind your head or across your body if that's easier on your shoulder. Inhale, open your chest up toward the ceiling. Exhale, reach elbow to opposite knee. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, reach across. So if it feels better to have your hand across your chest instead, go for it. You have 2 more. You'll inhale, open your chest up. Exhale, cat into that knee, the elbow to the opposite knee. Last one. And then you'll inhale, reach your right arm up. You might have to go to the side. Maybe you can reach up. Left shoulder's away from your ear. And then release. Let's go to the other side. Left hand behind your head or across your chest. Inhale, open up to the left. Exhale, knee towards your opposite elbow. Inhale. So feel where the stretch is happening. You might feel where you're getting more length through your spine. You have a few more. Facial muscles are relaxed. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. 1 more time. Elbow towards your knee, and then let's twist open. Left hand reaches up. You could go out wide if that feels better. Let your right shoulder relax. Take a big breath in. Breath out, hand down to your mat. Forearms or hands, it's up to you. Shoulders are down your back. So whether you could choose knees here. Shoulders are over your wrists or forearms, elbows underneath your shoulders. We've got slow mountain climbers. Right knee hugs in, you kick back. Left knee hugs in, you kick back. You could do the exact same thing from your knees, trying to get our heart rate up just a little bit, plus that control as you hug your knee in. Gives your hips a little more time to get some oxygen through those joints. 2 more on each, reaching your knee out wide. We'll take our knee straight forward instead of wide. So knee comes in like you could kiss your knee again, you can press back. Other knee. If you want to run this out, you can. Otherwise, you're going to stay slow. You have 10 counts. There's 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5. You're almost there. 4, 3, 2. We hold in 1. Hold, hold, hold. Inner thigh spiral up and back, down dog. Take a big breath in. Big exhale. 1 more. You can lift those heels up, and then as you exhale, let them soften. Maybe lift all 10 toes up. And then come back to your plank. Knees come down, come all the way up. So we've got a wood chopper. You can do this from your knees. Otherwise, I'm in my right foot forward. You could do this from standing. So we'll grab 1 dumbbell or 2. The dumbbell is going to work from, you're going to go up and over your bent knee. So we'll work from your hip. One variation is you're going to your opposite shoulder. And you can hold both dumbbells, right? So you keep it nice and tight, close to your body. You can reach away as well. Awesome if you do. You keep your shoulders engaged on your back. The rotation comes from your obliques. So, right, you can be lifted up here too if that feels better on your knees. Here we go. You take your dumbbell starts at your hip. You reach up and over. If your right knee is bent and your foot's on the floor, you're pulling your right heel back and your left knee is pulling forward. The work is coming from your obliques, from around your thoracic spine. So think around your ribs, a little lower. Your gaze can follow. You're not cranking your neck one way or another though. Breathe out as you reach, or as you open up, even if it's a small reach. Keep going, you're almost there. On that reach, your hands are reaching away, but you still can notice as you intentionally keep your shoulders engaged on your back. So you're not just throwing your arms out. Here's 5, here's 4. We're changing it up in 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, dumbbell comes down. If you have blocks, you can put your hands on your blocks. I like threw mine way away, far away. Both hands could be on the blocks. You're gonna lift your left knee up. So heel toe your feet, they should feel like you're on train tracks, not a tightrope. You can wiggle your right toes. Your left knee bends and you extend. Left knee bends and you press back. So you're hugging your right hip in. You can wiggle the toes still on your right foot. So your weight's, your knee's not going past your toes. Your weight's staying more on your right hip and your glutes. You extend your left leg, rebend. If you need to tap down, if you need to slow this down more, you can. You have 5 more like this. Then I'm going to give you an option to change it up a bit. Here's 3, 2 more. Your right knee stays bent. 1 more. Okay. Tap it up. You might have to take your blocks or your dumbbells more forward. So same idea, we just changed from a knee dip or a knee tap to pulling your foot in towards your right foot. I love starting block toe taps. We do them a lot. Here's 8, 7, 6. You can go slower for more strength. You could go faster than me for more cardio. Here's 2 more. 1 more. Step back. Keep the blocks if you want. You can place them down. Heel toe your right foot even wider. Both of your arms can come inside of your right leg. Take a breath in. Lift your chest up a little bit away from the floor. Breath out, let your shoulders relax. So your left knee could be down. You'll take a breath here. Big breath out. Shoulders soften. 1 more. And your back knee will come down. Option, you stay right here or you start to pull your left heel towards your bum. If you can take your right hand to your thigh, reach your right arm up, and then you'll have to see, can you capture the inside of your left foot? You'll want to come above your kneecap. That still may not work for you. You might have to adjust. If you cramp, unwind. Take a breath in, breath out. You'll release. Hands come down. You'll step back or take your knee back. You're coming back down to your belly. Scoot your props out of the way. We will get to the other side. So hands are by your ribs again. Shoulders are down your back. We've been here before. Take a breath in. Breath out, just pause. Anchor your toes down. Belly button pulls into your spine. Inhale. Back to that cobra or that little bit of a back bend. Palms can come off the mat. Anchor your toes. Take another breath in. Breath out, lower back down. 1 more of those. Inhale, you lift up. This time, can you reach your elbows more down towards your hips? Now, stay here if you need to. Otherwise, you'll take your elbows out to the side. You're cactusing your arms. Your toes are anchored into the mat. You'll inhale. Stay here if you, as an option, or you'll reach your arms forward like you're going into Wonder Woman, Superwoman, Superman. And then exhale, pull your elbows back. Inhale, you reach. Slow and controlled. Elbows pull back towards your hips. Inhale, you reach away. Anchor your toes down. Elbows pull back. You have 1 more. You reach away, you hold. Option to lift your thighs up. Palms can face in. Palms can be down. Take a breath in. Palms could be up. Take another breath. Breath out. Inner thighs. Drive them a little more to the ceiling. No tension in your neck or your jaw. Here's 4. Can you lift everything up a little more? 3, 2, 1. Come down. Knees can bend. You can rock them side to side. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Notice your heartbeat. And then we're pressing right back up. Let's do that second side for your wood choppers. So if you did 1 leg on the first side, not 1 leg, 1 dumbbell. You're going to do 1 dumbbell. So same options. We had our right leg forward that time. The first round, you're just switching sides. So if I said that backwards of what you did, you're switching. So you'll start with a dumbbell possibly at your right hip. You're reaching across to your left shoulder. So other side of what you did earlier. Remember, you might have stayed in close to the body. You might have had more of a reach. Either way, you have control and you're moving with intention. So now your front heel's pulling back to the back of your mat. You still can move your head. Your head's kind of following your body movement, but no yanking on your neck. Dumbbell comes down by your hip, you rotate across. Belly button pulls into your spine. Both legs are strong. Your whole body's strong. Breathe out as you reach. You're almost done with these. Then we get to do those knee taps, starting block toe taps, and we get to move into that back bend. Left heel still pulls back. You can play with a dumbbell. You can do this with no dumbbells if you're trying to get used to the movement. You have 5, 4, belly button to your spine, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. It's a very functional type of movement, something like you do in real life. So blocks if you want them, or dumbbells. We have those knee taps. So right leg extends back behind you. You're on the ball of your back foot. Left knee's bent, your knee's in line with your ankle. Right knee taps and lift. And same as the wood choppers. If you switched and went the other way, do your second side. You're light in your hands, so you might be a little more tired. We've been working for a bit. Stay light in your fingers. Belly button pulls in. Tap and lift. So if you need to pause, you pause, but you come back as soon as you think you're ready. Bend your back knee, straighten. You can keep a mini micro bend even when you go straight. We're going to switch to the starting block toe taps very soon. Here's 4. You're heavy in your left foot, but you could wiggle those toes. 2, 1. Here we go. Blocks come a little more forward, and then you step up and back, up and back. And you're choosing a pace like you did on the other side. So more speed, more cardio. Slow it down, more strength. Can you pull your abdominals? You could even put your blocks up higher or your dumbbells on their ends. Pull your abdominals in. Hope you lift your chest away from your thigh. Shoulders relaxed, away from your ears. You have 8. Here's 7, 6. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You hold back. We have that runner's lunge. Heel toe your left foot wide, more out to the left. Hands could come down to the mat. You could keep them on the blocks. Right knee could be down. Shoulders relax. If it's not down now, you can keep it lifted, and then we'll lower when we go that stretch. To do that stretch, take a big breath in, big breath out. Shoulders relax. Couple more breaths. And then you'll bring your right knee down if it was lifted. You're coming above your kneecaps. You might have to shift a little bit. You'll bend your right heel to your bum. This could be enough. Some of you could walk your right hand out a bit, lift your left arm up, and then reach back for your foot. And then you'll turn your chest more toward the mat again. So you're pulling your heel in. If you're above your kneecap, there should be no pain. You don't want any pain on your knee. Take a breath in. Breath out, your heartbeat might be up a bit. Use your breath to slow everything back down. You have 2 more breaths here. You could just have your heel to your bum instead. 1 more breath in. And then you'll release. And then you'll step back. And we'll stay on our knees. If that does not feel good to stay on your knees, because we're going to take a camel variation, you can stand and do that. So you just stand, feet hip socket apart. Actually, I love the block here. So you could stand with the block between your thighs, or be on your knees with the block between your thighs. You also can fold your mat up so it's a little bit more underneath your knees. So toes are tucked under here. Hands could be at your waist. You could have your palms up, palms down. How about fingers up, fingers down, if that makes more sense, but your elbows hug in. Okay, you're drawing your abdominals in. So you're pressing down with your feet or your knees, lifting up to your quads so you can pull your core in. Shoulders rolling down your back. We've warmed up for this. Take a breath in. You'll lift your collarbones up to the ceiling. Just how far you can go. You're not forcing anything. I want you to still think length through your spine. So your hands are there to remind you want length. And then it's like you're going up and back over one of those big resistance balls. So take a breath in. Collarbones might lift higher, they might not. Anchor down into your knees. You can squeeze the block. That'll help keep your abs firing, especially your lower abdominals. Take another breath. Then we'll come up slow. You'll inhale. Your head will come up last. And then you'll pause. So you can sit back on your shins. If that doesn't feel good, you could take a child's pose or just come forward like a modified tabletop. A down dog is awesome too. Take 1 breath. Big breath out. We have 1 more of those. So same options if you need to switch to your feet or you want to come down to your knees, you're going for it. So you can go exactly where you went last time, or we can add on. Just depends how warm your body feels. You're not forcing. Shoulders rolling down your back. Net your ribs down towards your belly button. Start to lift your heart up, chest up toward the ceiling. And then you can stay here. Some of you could possibly reach back, find your heels, and you could have your toes untucked. This brings the toes, my heels a little closer because I have my toes tucked under. Take a big breath into your chest and back. So we're going for the opening in the front of your chest, around your armpit area, front of your shoulders, really. Take another breath in. Breath out, and then you'll come up slow, so hands can come back to your back for that support. Your head comes up last. And then you either sit back on your shins. I love a down dog, so you could tuck your toes under, take a big breath in, big breath out. So we're gonna bring our legs through so we can take a bridge to help close out class. I'm working on my jump throughs because it's been a while and I hadn't practiced them in a long time. So you could have your blocks next to you, low or medium, probably not high, but you lift your knees up and then see if you can bring your legs through. Some of you probably already nailing that, no blocks. Me, not so much. So we're gonna lie down. Those blocks will go side to side if you want the support. So side to side, short ends. Otherwise, they're just beside you in case you change your mind. Knees are hip socket apart. You could put a block between your knees. So this is our last little bit of effort. Toes face forward. You could touch some of you could touch your heels. It just depends on your torso length. You're not forcing. We'll inhale, lift your hips up. So you could slide those blocks underneath you. Keep the support, rest on the blocks. Otherwise, your hips are lifted, no blocks, or you're squeezing the block between your inner thighs. See if you can shimmy your shoulders a little bit underneath you. So maybe tuck your right shoulder blade underneath your back, then your left side. Some of you could clasp your fingers. Some of you could reach for the edges of your mat. Now let's take our breath into our chest and back. So core is still somewhat engaged. Inner thighs, you're squeezing the block, or think like you're taking them down toward the mat. Take a big breath in. Back of your skull presses down into the mat. You're letting your chest get a little opening. That stretch through your back. A couple more breaths. Your eyes could be closed if you're ready for that. And then you'll untuck your shoulders, lower yourself down. Okay, some of you, I mentioned yoga at the beginning. Some of you have wheel in your practice or you're working toward wheel. So our body is warm enough, hopefully, for a wheel or wheel prep. So you can keep the block or ditch the block. Hands can start beside you. You're staying in your supported bridge with your hips on the block, or you're lifting your hips up. So you're in normal bridge, traditional bridge. Arms could stay right here. Maybe you shimmy your shoulders underneath. Option, if you want that wheel prep, you'll bring your hands by your ears, fingers face your shoulders. So we'll work that lift. Your feet are anchored down, especially your big toe side, and then you can inhale to the crown of your head. This is a big move. Elbows hug in towards your shoulders. Fingers could even be angled out slightly, but they're more like straight 12 o'clock. And then maybe you press up. Your toes are not angled out. Take a big breath in. Wherever you're at, big breath out. Chin's, you could drop your head back a little bit, but keep that control. Your chin can be slightly tucked towards your chest. Take one more breath wherever you are. If you are in wheel, you'll start to tuck your chin. If you're in wheel prep and you're pressing into it, you're still tucking your chin. You're lowering down slow. Now if you had that block, those blocks underneath your hips, you're lifting your hips up, sliding those blocks away. Once you're all the way down, you could have a block handy. Take butterfly, bottom of your feet together, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. That does not feel good. Take your feet wide with your knees bent, let your knees knock in on each other. You can still have a hand on your heart, hand on your belly. Take a good breath in. Big breath out. We fit a lot in the last 30 minutes. Celebrate. No should-haves, just celebrate. Take another big breath in. Audible exhale. You could just stay here. If you want, you could take a full body stretch. We're going to take a twist. Your fingers could reach away from your toes. Otherwise, you'll bring your legs back in. You're either windshield wiping your knees with your feet are wide, like mat distance apart. You rock your knees to the left. You're going slow motion, and then you're going to the right. If you'd prefer, hug your knees into your chest, rock them both to the left. You could have the block between your knees or underneath your bottom knee. Shimmy your shoulders to the right, chin to the right. Shimmy your shoulders to the left, chin to the right. Eyes can shut down. Take a big breath into your belly. Big breath out. You'll unwind. Let's go the other side. Knees can hug in. You'll rock them to the right. Block underneath, in between, no block. In between your legs, shimmy your shoulders to the right for real this time. Chin to the left. Take a big breath in. You could work on stacking your knees up a little more if you want a little more of a hip twist. Twist around your hips. Both your shoulder blades are down. And then you'll unwind. Just give your knees a good squeeze. If there's another stretch you wanted, take it. This is a perfect time. Otherwise, you'll set up for a little bit of rest. If you have more time, you're gonna stay here longer, otherwise it's brief. Palms can face the ceiling, hands are below your shoulders. You could tuck your shoulder blades underneath. You can stretch your legs out. Let your feet flop open. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Can you be still? If you quickly get distracted, follow your inhale. Pay attention to your exhale. Repeat that. Take a moment for gratitude, 2 things you're grateful for right now. If you have more time, please stay. Otherwise, you could wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. You could turn your head to one side, let your chin drop down toward one shoulder, and then go the other side. Not super fast, just enough to give your neck a little chance to open up. And then we'll roll to one side. So if you had butterfly legs, use your hands, close your legs together like a book. You'll roll to one side. Eyes can stay shut down unless you want them open. And then you use the top hand to press yourself up. We will end in a forward fold. So I'm gonna say wide legs today. You could have butterfly legs, you could have crisscross legs. And then you walk yourself out. So take a breath in, get some length in your spine. Toes can point to the ceiling if that feels okay. You have that length, so your collarbones reach forward, and then you can bend your elbows. I happen to love blocks underneath my elbows. You could take your forehead to the mat, some of you, let your neck relax. Let's take 2 breaths here. Take a good breath in. Breath out. One more time, check in. Notice how your body feels. I'll take one more big breath in. Big breath out. And then you'll press yourself up. Give yourself a hand. Way to go. Have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you soon. Thanks for joining me.